I could change the odds for every bookmaker in the country.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar.
What up? We're back.
Good family, gritty gamblers, GG on top. How we doing, Parlay?
Not bad, not bad.
We got a
I'm button away there for a second, but we're good. We're good.
technical difficulties, minor.
Bro, first it right click, then it wouldn't click. What's going on?
But no, here we are, Thursday night. We're looking at it. We got a bunch of action this week, to be honest. Not crazy action, but there's a lot looking at it. Looking right now, you're gonna have college football on the weekend. You're gonna have NFL tonight. You're gonna have a 12-game NHL slate tonight, NBA slate tonight. So this is gonna be one of our first nights where we're gonna have full slates of almost any sport you could think of. There's a game tonight, and it's gonna get even worse tomorrow when the MLB playoffs is on.
Bet I could change the odds for every bookmaker in the country.
So,
That time it worked when I didn't even touch it. All right.
but no, yeah, like there's a lot of action this weekend. It's especially because Friday, all four major sports are going to be going on at the same time, Friday night. So
This is the time we've all been waiting for.
yeah,
This is the best time of the year, right
I'll
here.
say this: watch out for the Lakers tonight. Bradley Beal and Devin Booker are out tonight versus the Lakers. It's going to be Kevin Durant and the troops. Versus LA, the line flipped drastically because of that. LA is now -6 in that game. That's a game I'm going to stay off because there's a chance Phoenix can cover that game potentially. It's the type of game to where Phoenix is either going to cover or they're going to get blown out by 50. I mean, by like 20, 30. It's not going to be close. Either way, like they're not going to lose by like 15. And if they do, I mean, then KD was on one and they lost. But that's a game I'd stay off. Looking at the Bucks game, that's a game that's a little bit more actionable to me tonight. James Harden's not playing. Maxi's going to be there. The Bucks are loaded. The Bucks right now, I think they're at -5, -6. I'm leaning a nice alt line at -2.5, -3.5, plus trying to get Giannis plus 10 rebounds, plus 20 points. It's the safest bet in basketball. If you can get the value on it, get it. It's a nice little parlay you can do. With the NBA, I wouldn't bet NBA for the next 2 weeks just so you can see data on it, because it's going to be a little difficult. It's not like the NHL where the data transfers year to year as easily. But then looking at tonight's games for football, we have the Bills and we have the Bucks tonight. One thing I'll say is this is probably I hate to say it, the Bucks defense is great, but this is probably a get right spot, not just for the Bills, but more importantly, Josh Allen. Josh Allen plays really well on Thursday night on short rest. Most of those games were Thanksgiving, yes, but he does play really well on short rest, as well as all the games he's played on those Thursdays have hit the under. So look for Buffalo to try to control the pace in this game. Try to run the ball a little bit if they can. They won't be able to. However, what they're going to have to do is try to hit Diggs and Kincaid in that short passing. They go towards Diggs and Kincaid in that short passing. Look for Buffalo to win this game. I like Buffalo outright. I'll have to double check and look on the spread, but I like Buffalo outright in that game.
Like -10.
-8. I'm not betting the game.
Not 10.
-10. Yeah. I'm not betting the game personally, but there's a reason that line moved from -8 to -10. Buffalo's probably
I'm back down to 9.5 twice.
okay.
It wants people to take the other team.
But the Bucks plus money, yeah.
Yeah, it wants you to take the Bucks.
And I don't know if they're gonna cover tonight, to be honest with you.
They're on the poo-poo list. I ain't touching it.
Yeah.
But I do like I have looked at a couple unders tonight.
Mhm.
We can go to basketball first.
Yeah. I got burned by the under last
That
night.
Philly Milwaukee Bucks game, I do agree with you. That is where the action is. But do you think the action's on the under? Like, we kind of leaning that way.
Generally, in those types of games, when it comes to those high-end East battles, they generally go under in the high-end East battles. If you look at, for example, I had the Boston and Celtics under. I had the Celtics and Knicks under last night, but the only reason
how'd that go?
The only reason I hit that. The only reason I missed the parlay is because the Cavaliers and Nets under went over. The Cavs
So
and Nets went.
I was gonna bet that last night, but I didn't.
Yeah,
but
the under cash. Let me just tell you, the under cash with like 15 points coverage. 15 to 20 points coverage, the under cash last night.
Dang. All
I'll
right.
say this:
Yeah.
Randall and Brunson went and combined 11 of 41 though, so that's wide cash. To be honest with you, Brunson and Randall went 11 of 24, or they're 11 of 41. So the Knicks couldn't make buckets in their own home basket. Yeah, it was bad. I didn't bet on the Knicks, but I took the under, so I was happy with that. But the only reason I got cooked on college football last night was because I missed the over/under on the Jacksonville State game by 6 points because of a late touchdown, because the boys was just giving them field position going for it on 4th down on their own 40-30.
You took the under?
I took the under. It missed by 6 points. I hit everything else in that because I knew, hey, as much as we hate on them, the Sam Houston State, I don't think they won last night, but the over hit.
Oh, dude, they're bad, bro.
They're like 0-7, 0-8, and their quarterback's
They're
like
0-8. And 0-8 versus spread.
Oh my god, they've been favored the past 2
And
weeks.
they've been favored twice.
The past 2 weeks, yeah.
I wanted to talk about that last week. I forgot about it because I've been looking at that.
Yeah. No, I didn't bet on them this week. I couldn't do it.
This makes
I couldn't do it. The
sense.
money was on them again this week. This week the money was on them again, and I took the over instead of taking them.
Did they win? No.
The over hit though. So I wasn't tripping because they were up, bro. You know they were up 21-0 at one point in that game. Or like
I didn't watch it. All I know is that there was someone in a costume escorted by someone else.
Yeah, I saw that, and I saw you see what type of costume it was.
Yeah, I did. That's why I'm not saying it.
All right, let me.
I should say it's provocative.
Since we're talking college football, let me get into the plays I like for this Saturday. Looking at it right now, I'm on FanDuel gave me a boost, so I took some alt lines. The main game I liked that I took was I like UCF at home versus West Virginia in the 12 o'clock window. I took the alt -5.5. They're -7 at home right now. Both teams run the ball like crazy. I think UCF has more talent to run the ball. And they just have more talent in general. It's at home. Gus is going to be ready to coach in that game, just coming off the Oklahoma loss on the road. So I like at home. Plus West Virginia, they're not an explosive team, and they're on a 2-game losing streak right now. I don't expect that to change in this situation. The other 2 plays I'm on is another Big 12 play. I'm on the under 68.5 Oklahoma at Kansas. Kansas has been playing one of the most explosive offenses in the league this year, but look what happened when they had in terms of the Big 12 league. But look what happens when they had to play a tough team in Texas. They put up 14 points and gave up 40. I really think with Jason Bean at quarterback, because Jalen Daniels has already been ruled doubtful, that I think Oklahoma is going to be able to hold them to possibly 10, 15 points in this game, even in Kansas. And if they don't, Oklahoma won't score a lot of points either in that situation if it's close. It's not going to be a crazy high-scoring affair with Oklahoma's defense trodden out by Brett Venables. That defense is not the same Oklahoma you know from the past couple years.
I agree.
And the last play I'm on is Florida State at Wake Forest. I'm on the over 47.5. I bought some points down. Wake's offense has been catchy-toony. However, there's a kid. They're playing quarterback from there. He's from up the road here. I like how he's been looking in a couple spots. He's at home. It's a spot to where because of the over-under at 47.5, you could get Florida State to score 40. And as long as Wake gets you 10, you hit. So,
but I don't know if you want to do that. I've bet against Florida State so many times this year.
I took the over though, so Florida State could put up 50 by themselves.
All right.
That's my point. I didn't take plus the points with Wake. I just took the over in the game because the over is at 50. I bought points down to 47.5 because this was the safe type play. The safe type play is UCF -5.5. 68.5 all under on Oklahoma, Kansas, and over 47.5 on Florida State Wake. It's a 12 o'clock window ticket. One line I'm really watching extensively is Utah versus Oregon in that 3:30 window. The reason why I'm watching that so extensively is because I think Oregon should win. Oregon has the money, but the one stat you have to mention when you're talking about Utah is 18-0 at home in the past 18 games. They're on an 18 home winning streak, and their 27 game winning streak with fans in the stands. Because that last loss came in that pandemic year when the stands were empty.
Interesting.
So that's a stat you're gonna have to watch.
So you like Utah versus Oregon? I think I'm on this.
I'm telling you, that's gonna be the most actionable game of the weekend. I know, for example, listening to the stat I gave you just now from Utah came from the Joel Klatt. Now, to give you a counterpoint, Josh Pate's model has Oregon at -10.
I love +6.5.
For Utah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pate's model is wrong. Okay.
It's wrong.
Stop with this shit. He even he's like, yeah, it's probably not right on this one.
No, but he liked it in that scenario.
Bro,
I'll listen to him on Tuesday.
Oregon is gonna win, but they're gonna suffer.
Another plot point to lean towards Oregon, that's another thing in their favor, is they already went to Washington this year, which was probably the loudest game all season so far of any game, to be honest with you, in Seattle.
Yeah.
And they only lost by 3. They technically covered the 3.5.
Yeah, surprising. Not many of these lines are moving much.
You know what line's interesting me? Have you seen the movement on Kentucky this week?
No, I have not. Let me.
They have a bunch of money on them this week, and it's a near even split.
It's gotten more public, but I liked them at the beginning of the week.
Let's just say the public was at 59% in the beginning of the week. The public dropped back down to 52% early this morning.
I'm sure a bunch of pissed off Tennessee fans are betting on them to win.
They're betting on Tennessee to win.
They probably did it early.
A lot of fans are, and that's another really.
Oh, well, at least we'll blow them out next week. Will you?
Another game I've seen that's getting pounded is the BYU plus the points, plus 19-18.
First who?
In Texas, though. They're playing Malik Murphy, more or less. That's why.
Oh, yeah, because Malik Murphy's out.
No, because Quinn Ewers is out. Malik Murphy's playing.
Yeah, you're right. My bad. But
18 points.
I like it right now.
That's a line to look at, in my opinion, that I'd probably follow into the weekend because, me and you are very active on X during the weekends. We get things going when it comes to that.
Yeah, we'll have them going.
One more thing a couple things I wanted to look at for college before I look into the couple of the NFL lines. By the way, I just wanted to say this. First thought I looked at the NFL. The NFL looks really public this week, if you know what I mean.
I haven't looked at it. Let me look at it. But I will say one thing about the NFL. Roger Goodell, you're a clown. Make your refs stand up and.
I'm going to be honest with you. If we're talking about any cheating scandals, it's about UM. I'm going to be honest with you.
Right. I'm not talking about cheating.
Oh, God. You think the refs are shaving points on you?
Nah, you know they said, right?
What?
NFL said the refs were wrong.
In the Colts game?
Yeah.
On what call?
Both. Like all of them. They said that they were wrong. It's all over Colts Twitter. Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh. Why are they alerting me to Montez Sweat and Chase rumors? I don't need to see this right now. Anyways, back to Reggie.
You we're doing football first or a little hockey?
Oh, don't worry. Kasasaki's corner is coming. I
don't know what you think about Winnipeg tonight. And
the money flipped not really the money, but the line flipped like crazy in that game. And with the line flipping so wide,
the Penguins plus 1.5.
I'm against that one tonight. I took the odds. Oh wait, you said plus 1.5?
Yeah.
Oh, I took the money line. I took the money line Avs. They're not. I don't think they're beating the Avs tonight, but they might cover. The money's on them to cover. That's why I didn't take the spread. But I wouldn't be surprised if they get blown out. The Avs are on the road right now. They just went to the Islanders and put 7 on them. They're going to I said the Steelers almost. They're going to the Penguins tonight, and they're on the road playing a non-playoff team from last year. The Penguins are good, I know, but they're slumping 2-4. Jari's going to be in net again tonight versus 6-0 Gorgiev. They definitely could cover, but if they cover, it's going to be like a 4-3 Avs win, in my opinion. So it's like they would still cover in that scenario, but you have to sweat that they don't get hit with the empty netter. So it's like,
What do you think about the Flyers?
What was the game you asked?
The Flyers. What do you think about the Flyers?
The Flyers, I actually liked their spot earlier today. Yeah, they're playing the Wild. They have the money. Let me see who's in goal for the Flyers. I mean, for the Wild. They are playing Gustafsson, though. Gustafsson is one of the better goalkeepers in the league. Talent-wise, at least. He got shelled.
I like that the plus 1.5 is like minus 200 on these games.
You want me to tell you what I took that was plus money?
What you got?
I took Kraken money line versus the Canes on the road. Yeah. I took Kraken money line. Carolina's banged up on a 3-game losing streak, and Seattle beat them in Seattle a week ago.
How many units you put on that?
I just threw a quick 1 unit. I did put a full unit on it, though. That was my straight for the night. Was Kraken money line.
I'll follow that. I'll watch that.
Now, the main parlay I have for tonight is under 7.5 in that Penguins-Avs game. Avs money line, under 6.5 in the Bruins-Ducks game, and Stars money line in the upset versus the Leafs at home. That's the ticket I got rolling for tonight. We hit the hockey ticket on Tuesday, by the way, just for reference, just to pull it up. Leafs, Avs, Bruins minus 1.5 at plus 582. Odds boosted originally 448. So we did good with that. We did miss the straight on the Red Wings because the Red Wings decided to sell. The only reason I was iffy on that Winnipeg game, I wanted to bring this back up to you. The reason the odds are so iffy is because DeBrincat is questionable for tonight, game time decision. He's likely to play, though. And if he plays, that's a different game. I was looking at the goalie matchups in that game earlier before we got on.
Yeah.
And when I was looking at it, if I'm not mistaken, let me just double check to make sure what I was looking at was still right. Oh, the game already started anyways. So the action's going to be live at this point. But now I'll be able to see already easily because they're already on the ice.
Yeah, I'm about to take it. I'm trying to get up.
Give me 1 second. I just gotta see who's on the ice for them. Because goalies, I think it's Hellebuyck versus Husso, if I'm not mistaken. And Hellebuyck is, not Hellebuyck. Hellebuyck versus Rousseau.
Here it goes.
Oh, here it pops up. Yeah. Husso, Hellebuyck. Okay. Yeah. The reason I want to look at that is because I always make sure you got to double check the goaltenders that are playing just because goaltending and who's in net versus who's not in net will determine how they play. And it's not Husso, it's Reimer. And that's why I double check this because Reimer is 2-0 for the Red Wings this year so far. He's played in 2 spots this year for them. Husso is 3-1-1. He's the one who lost for Seattle on 2 nights ago. Hellebuyck is in the net. The one stat I wanted to give you a heads up on is, if I'm not mistaken, I think the Jets have given up. Yeah, the Jets have given up the most goals on the season, and they're playing a top 5, top 10 power play this night.
I took the Kraken. We still riding with that?
Oh, I already put that bet in. I'm in on that. I can't back out on it. Yeah, that bet's been in. I'll tell you this: the odds on that Jets game just changed. I think they're on the power play. So if they go up 1-0 right now, It might be too late to get the good odds on that game.
For who?
The Jets, they just went on the power play.
Winnipeg?
Yeah, they just went on the wild power play.
You're on Winnipeg tonight?
No. I'm just telling. The game already started. I'm just telling you what happened. Yeah, no. I'm just saying that it's 5-on-4 right now. They have the power play. I can probably hear it on the TV because I looked on the NHL Network in the other room. No, yeah, the Avs are on right now and the Kraken are on right now. So yeah.
I have to watch those.
Oh yeah, I'm about to kick into those soon. Before we do, let's just cover one last thing. NFL for this week. I just want to cover some spots that I think are public spots, so be careful. Watch out for that Houston -3.5 versus the Panthers. The Panthers suck, but let's not forget what the Texans are a good team. They should win. They should cover, but that's a game where the public are probably going to be on them 70+%. So it's a watch out spot. I mean, they shouldn't really lose, but it's a watch out spot because the public are probably going to pound them in that scenario.
Well, I need the Panthers to win a game so that they're not trying to win versus the Colts like what they haven't won yet.
Another spot that's key to watch is the Jags and the Steelers, because I think a lot of people are going to want to ride both, not necessarily both teams, but that's a game where people are going to try to ride the under for one, and then two, they're going to want to look at, because it's in Pittsburgh, they're going to want to look at probably taking Pittsburgh plus the points at home versus Jacksonville. That's something you're going to want to watch out for. Another spot is Minnesota versus the Packers. Minnesota is playing well, but that's a divisional round game. These are just a couple spots that I don't think you really want to bet on. These are public spots that the public are going to be betting heavy on it, so you want to necessarily avoid it. But besides that, I mean, NFL action is kind of
like that a lot.
NFL action is kind of weak this week, parlay. Watch out.
Green Bay plus money, that looks pretty good though. Plus 105.
Yeah,
Almost even. But
I think, let me double check. It's in Lambeau, right? Yeah, it's in Lambeau.
it is.
Come on, yeah. One thing that's a line to watch, it looks like the bookmakers don't think Brock Purdy makes that much of a difference because they still got San Francisco -4 versus the Bengals, even with Sam Darnold starting this week.
Well, I think the thing is CMC back?
He played last week. He finished the game, right? He's not even on the injury report, I don't think.
Yeah, but was he back?
I mean, he had 2 touchdowns for last week, parlay.
Did they win?
Is that on him?
Who is it on?
Purdy.
Wow.
I mean, he got hit in the head, yes, but he threw 2 picks in the end of the fourth quarter.
All right.
Oh, you know what? No. This is the last thing we're going to get in before we get out of here. Because I just got the Casa Hockey Corner and Casa Hockey Corner. But what do we think? Parlay's thoughts, Colts Saints.
Saints probably going to blow us out, but I haven't even looked at it.
Right now, it's even odds. It's like dead even. Or it's one team's giving the other team a point. It's pretty close.
Depends where the line goes, but maybe Colts win.
It is at home for you guys.
Maybe. We'll see. Come Sunday, it'll be a different story, but.
But, I mean, I think that's all I got. I mean, I'm pretty locked in on the plays that I had for tonight and for this weekend for college football. Basketball plays, you're going to see us integrating more in the next couple of weeks probably as we go along. It's too early in the season. We have a couple. Besides, I do like a lot of the unders in basketball just because early season people will be bricking. I'm not even trying to make jokes. That's just how it is. And you're not going to, unless it's SGA.
You got to add that to the vocabulary.
Be bricking. I mean, they're going to sell. Like, they're not going to make no buckets.
All right. I like it.
But yeah, I mean, with that being said,
I mean, there's like 2 games tonight, so it's kind of hard to go crazy. But
yeah, no. The action was last night. For sure. For NBA.
Is there a bunch of games tomorrow night?
Should be. It's Friday, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
What? All the NBA games.
Games. Oh yeah, I like it.
All right. But with that being said, Parlay, I'm Matt. That's Parlay. We the Gritty Gamblers, and we appreciate y'all. Thank you for coming with us on another Thursday. We'll see y'all on Monday.
Whenever I bet, I could change the odds for every bookmaker in the country.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, 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 money.